morning everybody, welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Thursday the 27th of April 2023 and this is your morning message tarot reading. So allergies have all gone, finally, which feels great, yay. And I've just seen my hair. I've been working just sort of business stuff all day. Not looked not looked in the mirror all day. Doesn't really matter, I'm going in the bath after this, so my neck's really stiff from sat with the computer. I've got an astrology a natal chart interpretation to organise for somebody, so I've just been sat all day interpreting the natal chart. Feel a bit sort of delirious, wide-eyed and delirious. Yay! But it's fine, just going to do this for tomorrow for the morning, and then I'm going in the bath with I forgot, Molly McCord's Intuitive Astrology podcast, and Marina Beach, the Soul Alchemist Akashic Records freebie for this week. So yeah, thought I'd come in and do this first, and then it's chill time for today. Okay, so we've got God, I'm on a bit of a ramble today. I've not talked to anybody all day on my own. I've not spoken to anybody since this morning when I did my Mercury retrograde live, my group live. I've just been, in fact, I've even been working from my bed all day. So yeah, feeling a bit bonkers. It's fine. Finished everything that I needed to get done today. Okay, anyway, so 27th of April 2023, we've got some astrology. So we've got the moon in Cancer all day. It's going to form a trine to Neptune in Pisces. So we've got a water trine. It's not here, sorry, what did I say? In Cancer all day, it's not. I'm just looking at the... It forms a trine to Neptune in Pisces, so water trine. Then the moon moves into Leo. It's going to form an opposition with Pluto and a square to the sun. It is the waxing half moon today, so we're coming out of the darkness into the light half of the lunar cycle. Dreams bring insights that lead to transformation when we come into the light. Also today, we've got Mars in Cancer squaring Chiron. So it could be a bit of an emotional roller coaster to heal old wounds. Some of those wounds could be about how we didn't feel supported in childhood and things, how we've had to struggle and do things on our own. Yeah, that could bring up a lot of emotions and things. So just be gentle with yourself, look after yourself, and congratulate yourself on how far you've come on your own. And I'm sure yesterday we had Venus sextiling Chiron. So yeah, we're looking at, we're not all completely on our own. There has help and support and connections. It's just today, it's sort of, maybe there's old childhood memories surfacing about sort of times you didn't feel supported. Well, here in the UK, we're in our usual springtime. We get one really nice, lovely, warm day, and then we're plunged back into coldness again. So it's like jumpers on, jumpers off, jumpers on, jumpers off. Going out the house, it's like I either have sort of really flimsy summer wear or a big thick teddy bear coat or a great big fur-lined parka. It's like, oh, I'm either too hot or too cold. It's bonkers. I think I've been like this for years. It's like I never think to get a spring autumn coat until I'm in the middle of the season, and it's like, oh God, I can't find anything I like. Anyway, enough from my bonkersness. Let's get on and do the reading for today. Let's have some cards. What do we want? Let's have the Thoth Tarot, and let's have some work your light, seeing as we're coming into the light half of the lunar cycle. So let's see, what do we need to know for today, Thursday, the 27th of April 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and our greatest good? What do we need to know? And let's just go one more for the road. Okay, so at the bottom, this has been coming up rather a lot just recently. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Then we have soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Well, that's just the solution, isn't it, to the Mars square Chiron energies. Call your soul tribe in. And then we've got mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Is it old memories from childhood, from the past? You know, these things come up when they do as a chance to be healed. So, yeah, if you're feeling stuff coming out, journal it, write it out, scream it out in a pillow if it's bad. Get support, talk to friends, see professionals, whatever you need to do to look after yourself. Okay, so let's see. Oh no, it's Ace of so when I say something and it's the truth, we get a little old Ace of Swords coming up. And the Five of Swords. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Truth, self-sabotage. You know where you want to be. Anyway, right. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for today, Thursday, the 27th of April 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? So let's see, where are we? So, Six of Discs. Okay, oops. We've got the King of Wands. Going into the past, we've got the Knight of Discs below. We've got the Four of Cups above. We've got the Seven of Discs. Oh, I think it's going to be a tough one today. Then the clarifiers, we've got the Eight of Wands, we've got the Five of Discs, and we've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, on the bottom we've got the King of Cups, we've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we've got the four. Let's have the Four of Discs and the Four of Wands, which brings us to the Ace of Wands. We'll have those. We've got three of the four fours. So we've got the Four of Cups, Four of Wands, Four of Discs. What we haven't got is the Four of Swords. We could probably do with some healing as well in all of this. Okay. Okay, so let's see, where do we find ourselves? The Six of Discs, success. This is the moon in Taurus. This is, the moon in Taurus is sort of coming back into our body, using our senses to see where we are, who we are, how we are, and being in tune with ourselves. the moon is very comfortable in Taurus. It's about being open, reciprocity, giving and taking, giving and receiving, sharing. Okay, so that's where we are. That's where we are today. It can be little unexpected windfalls and things, which is always nice. Not going to turn my back on one of those. So that's nice energy to start with. Going into the past with the King of Wands in the Thoth deck. The kings are called knights and the knights are called princes. So the King of Wands, fire of fire, I am Aries energy. This is moving into the past. This card's been coming up quite a lot just recently. So we've been getting back into our power, coming into ourselves. But now that energy is moving away. That fired upness, which can be assertive. It can be... be careful that the assertiveness doesn't slip into aggressiveness with the King of Wands, especially if it's a bit unbalanced and you're in the lower vibrations. And we're coming into the energy of grounding. This is our foundation card. We've got the Prince of Discs, the Knight of Discs. Slow down, patience, focusing on the details. For me, the Knights or the Princes are the mutable energies. So mutable Earth is Virgo. Getting into a routine, taking care of the details, making a plan, looking at the all the steps, really nailing it down. So that should be our foundation. When we've got a strong foundation like that, if the storms come in, and the storms always do come in at some point, if we've got the firm foundations, if we've got deep roots, if we know the steps, then we're less likely to be pushed sort of off centre. Above, we've got the Four of Cups, which again, the moon. This is the moon in Cancer, and we do have the moon in Cancer today at the moment. Well, it starts off, it goes into Leo, doesn't it? I just got the message of don't drown in your own emotions. I know the moon rules Cancer and the oceans and the tides and things like that. But with the energies today, the message that just popped into my head was don't be drowning in your emotions, self-pity, things like that. Okay, oh, woe is me. I've had it so hard. Because we don't want to be stuck. We don't want to get stuck in that energy. Yeah, there's a spotlight on that for us today, but it's a spotlight to show us where we can do the healing, not for us to get trapped there. If you know what I mean. Okay, so that's the message from Spirit. Show up, do the work, don't get stuck in self-pity. And the mundane, and sort of, when sort of we can see the struggle when it comes up and sort of we feel it, we can go one of two ways. We can go down the self-pity avenue, or we can acknowledge how difficult it was been, what a struggle it's been, and sort of have compassion for ourselves and go, yeah, that was really fucking hard. But look, you've done it. Look at where you are now. Okay. And see how far you've come, and see how much support you've got around you now, and how things are changed. And now how, as an adult, you can go back and reparent yourself, give yourself things that you never received as a child. You have control now. You have the power. Okay, so anyway, moving on to the next card. We've got the Seven of Discs. Now in this card it's called Failure. This is Saturn. Is it Saturn in Taurus? Yeah, Saturn in Taurus. Oh, Saturn in Taurus can be quite hard. Slow, plodding, methodical. That's some of the things you can say about Taurus. You can also say sensual, pleasure seeking, in tune with the body. exploring all the senses, you know, overindulgence even in nice things. Saturn doesn't sit comfortably in that. It doesn't want instant gratification and things. You've got to work for your stuff. Work for your stuff. What am I thinking? What am I saying? Working for your stuff. Yeah, delayed gratification. You know, things, do the work and things will come to you. That's what I'm meaning. And I'm just having a hot flush. I'm just going to take my cardigan off. It's warmed up in here. So yeah, and also patience, taking your time, especially because we've got a foundation of the night. Ooh, the night of disc. So, you know, slowing down, taking your time, pacing yourself. Delayed gratification. Okay. The clarifiers. So we've got the Eight of Wands, which is Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury loves being in Sagittarius. Flitting around, arrow, poo, directing towards your goals and sort of, you know, what you're aiming at, your visions and things like that. The Eight of Wands can be about things suddenly changing, information coming in quickly, letters, things like that, that can change things very quickly. Then with that, we've got the Five of Discs. Oh, it's all about the earth element today, isn't it? We've got the 5, 6, 7, the Knight, and we've got the 4 over there. This main reading is actually feeling quite heavy, but the message is coming in quick. Then we've got the 5 of Discs, which is Mercury in Taurus. So yeah, a lot of Taurus energy as well today. So what's going on in Taurus? Oh yes, we've got Mercury retrograding in Taurus, haven't we, at the moment? That'll be it. So in this deck, it's called Worry. And yeah, there may be worries and things coming up, things, you know, with the Mercury retrograde and all that. Somebody once said to me, a friend once said to me that they see the five of discs as a sheepdog worrying, or a dog worrying sheep, and that nervousness, and sort of when we don't know what we're going, when we don't know where we're going, when we're sort of we've got no grounding. Or, you know, at times like Mercury retrograde, and especially Mercury retrograde in Taurus, the slow pace and the body senses of Taurus with the quicksilver mind of Mercury can often not that compatible. So, you know, what I was saying about it being emotionally all over the place, we can also be, our mind could be all over the place. We're worrying about things, we're anxious about things, we're comparing ourselves to others, we're seeing all the lack out there. And as I always say, when the 5 of discs come up, the answer is to go inwards and connect to the heart. Okay. And connect to all the love and the joy, the abundance, the emotions of all of that within us, and then radiate that out. And that's what the message is today, to do that, because then we get the 9 of Cups, which is something in Pisces, Jupiter in Pisces, happiness, your emotional wish card. Okay, how can you when we're looking out there and it's lacking, we turn it inwards and we connect to all that inner, you know, positive vibrations of love and joy and abundance and things like that. We start radiating that out. That's what gets manifested back to us. So again, don't get caught up in the negativity today. Then the underneath cards, which is about what's going on in the subconscious, just out of view, out of sight, we can't see it yet. We've got the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, cardinal, water, fire of water. This is the Cancer energy. And it's about being sort of emotionally stable, being able to ride those emotions without getting caught up in the reactiveness, you know, sort of the, I've just lost the word, the elated one minute and then the, oh my God, it's terrible the next moment. It's about being stable and harnessing the emotions in a productive, constructive way. Compassion for yourself, self-nurturing and things like that. Ace of Cups, filling up your own cup. If we don't, if we're exhausted and we're not sort of, you know, if we've got nothing to give, if we haven't given to ourselves and we're running on empty, then we've got nothing to give to anybody else afterwards. So filling your own cup up today. And that brings a movement in the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune turns and readjusts. Could be karmic readjustment, could be, you know, as we let go of, you know, the memories of the past, of childhood and things like that, and see how far we've come and how fucking amazing we are. Sorry, I'm very sweary today, aren't I? Sorry about that. As I said, I've been working really hard all day and I'm feeling a little bit delirious here. And I'm going to go in the bath after this and let the water balance me out. So yeah, I apologise for that. A rebalancing of the karmic wheel. When we move on, we release the past. You know, being, you know, showing compassion and kindness to ourselves, and that helps to ground us and form firm foundations. We've got the Four of Discs here, which is the Sun in Capricorn. You know, structure we can build, we can, you know, create our home. Home is where the heart is. Okay. It's called Power in this deck. And that, you know, that very solid foundation, the foundations to build on, that gives us power. What we were saying before about when we're rooted down really, you know, deeply, then it's very hard for us to be blown off course. You know, we can survive, we can bend with the storms and things like that, but we're we're strong enough to withstand. And then we move on to the Four of Wands, which is Venus in Aries. And the Four of Wands, in this deck it's called Completion. I've seen it called Celebration, Completion, Perfection. Sometimes it's called the 1111 card, in something because it's got the four wands on each side and it looks like there's a portal to go through. But as we do this work, as the Wheel of Fortune turns, as we feel, as we do the work on ourselves, fill our own cup up, emotionally balanced, then it allows us to pass through the dangers of today. I don't know if dangers is quite, you know, sort of the challenges of the day, the squares of today. Okay. And as we do that, and we see that we can do it, and we do it, and then it creates a spark of divine inspiration, the Ace of Wands. Okay, we take back control of ourselves, and we grow in strength, in resilience. Okay, and it sparks us to move forward and to the next step. So that's your reading for today. I'm sorry I was a bit all over the place. I really should do these readings sort of in the morning when I'm not tired, when I've not been working, sat in front of a computer all day doing other things. Sorting my business out, trying to get going, and like just grow an online business. Oh my God, there's so much to it. But, you know, it's all worth it. If you're not being challenged, then, you know, you don't grow. So anyway, it's enough of my rambling. Anyway, so that's your reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please do like and share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.